You guys already know the drill. What's in the box? Let's find out, shall we? Okay, you know, normally I'm very strong. I would have punched through that box, just straight through. I would have followed through. But you know, I got my second COVID shot yesterday, so my arm's a bit weak. Of course, naturally. You guys already know me. I'm super strong. But we got the good old handy dandy scissors, so I'm curious as to what you guys think is in here. Well, you're in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know that very much. So here it is, straight from Big Bad Toy Store themselves. Not sponsored, but if you guys want to holler at me, you guys know where to find me. Just forget about that little incident. Okay, let's forget about, you know, the restraining order, guys. Okay? But nevertheless, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Marvel Legends. What's that? Oh, you already see it. It is the one and only ugly man himself, M.O.D.O.K. Anyone watching the show on Hulu? Let me know. What else we got here? Ta-da! Mint on a card, pristine Moira McTaggart. Looking cool. Another X-Men character to add to the display. And last but not least, a feast for the eyes. Get rid of this box, shall we? Huh? What? Venom? Movie Venom? This figure I heard is actually really cool. No one expected it to be that cool based on such a unique one-off movie. There it is. Size comparison. Here's Moira. And here's the big bitch himself, Mr. M.O.D.O.K. Look at that. Cool. Thank you, Big Bad Toy Store. Shout out to you. Sponsor me. What's up, everyone? Today we're going to unbox all these figures. Let's get it. We're starting out big with M.O.D.O.K, and then who knows what else I'll open up. But, you know, above all else, thank you for watching. Now, on with the show. Okay, we're going to officially open M.O.D.O.K, so let's bring all these guys down. Winter Soldier, Songbird, Falling Again, X-Man. Got that at Ross. Thank you, Ross. For $9.99. Cool. Winter Soldier, Shang Chi, Thanos, Venom, and Moira. So, let's open you up, M.O.D.O.K. Here's the front of the box. Looking cool. Side of the box with some cool artwork. You know, to honor the comic book roots. Back of the box. M.O.D.O.K. You can read that there. Pause it. And look at his stupid face. Isn't he cute? Enough of that. Open up. Here we go, everyone. There's his hairpiece. It just slides out of the box as so. Front view. He is huge. A lot bigger than I thought. Looking cool. Here's a part of the weird ship thing he's in. Oh, only a face some mother could love. I'll try to open these further. Okay, so here are all the parts that came out of the box. His hands, his legs, his flying jet propeller explosion thing, his weird cargo ship that holds him, an additional face, and the back front piece of his little ship thing. Let's see if I can build him one-handed. Now, I don't think I will, but one thing is to be said. I am stoked that this was not a Build-A-Figure, that this was, for an additional price, a thing you can get individually. And with that being said, it's pretty sick, because I know for sure I would have had a lot harder time building it on my own. Okay, I think I got it now. This front hair toupee piece clips onto this, as so. Just slide that in. Carefully insert. Make sure not to damage said figurine. There you go. Actually, you don't slide it. You just put it on top. And then this back piece, as so, right? Clip that. Ooh, it works. Love to see that. Looking slick. Oh, that's clean, bro. There you go. Voila. The rest is up to you. The legs. Okay, now. This leg happens to be, I think, the left. And then this would be the right leg. So I'm going to do that real quick. Voila. There you go. He's almost done. Stick this bottom part here. Oh, hold on. My bad. Like so. And then like that. And there you go. It's MODOK. Let's see if I can remember what it stands for. Machine Organized for Killing. I don't fucking know. Let's check it out. What does the box say? No, it doesn't say it? Come on, Hasbro. MODOK. Alright, first person to comment what MODOK stands for gets brownie points for me. Anyways, MODOK. The attention to detail in this is immaculate. Honestly, it calls back and harkens back to what Toy Biz has done with the MODOK. I don't have that Toy Biz figure, but this one is all you really need, to be honest. This one triumphs over that old figure, even though that figure was awesome. And the articulation for this is basically what you would expect for MODOK. Even has double jointed knees. You didn't even need that. And the hands are very well organized. And I love the addition of additional hands. Open hand. And the fist. Hasbro was also kind enough to give us paper, plastic, whatever this is. And now I will attempt to change the face. It slides out very easily, and you just insert this, which I will probably display like this. This is more menacing. So easy, such a cool figure. It's not essential for anyone. I mean, MODOK is a character that's so much of a deep cut to Marvel fans. But if you do have him, if you do want him, this is the figure to go with. So there you go, MODOK and his alternate face. And yes, everyone, you can store the additional face in the back as so. Check it out. Hasbro was very kind and smart enough to see the foresight in allowing us to do this. So you just put it here or something, I think. Where does it go exactly? Yeah, right there on there. With this part, let's check it out. Let's see if I can do this live. Hold on. Like so, I guess. And then, this is incredibly hard one-handed, but yeah, very easy. So easy, a caveman could do it. Yeah, that's right, Geico. I just stole your old ass slogan. So here MODOK is with his fist and his gripping hand. I love that he can grip onto his control panel for his hoverboard or whatever thing this is called. And in addition to that, it does not come with a piece to shoot lasers, but if you have the Cyclops from the Tri-Sentinel wave, that comes with a piece that you could stick right in there probably. So there you go, MODOK, a quick little display video review for him. Now let's move on to the next thing. Hey everyone, just want to do a quick little thing here. I just got Marvel Legends Professor Xavier Hasbro edition. Because you know the last Professor Xavier we've ever had in the Marvel Legends line was in fact the Toy Biz one. Check it out. Look at that. He's so clunky and old, but he still holds up. But you gotta get this one. This is the one. I mean, it's been out for a while, but I finally pulled the trigger on it. He's gonna go great with the rest of the Legends X-Men, the whole entire setup. So, time to open this bad boy up. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I also picked up Professor Xavier over here. Now, this figure is pretty old by now, like a year old, but I got it recently, and it does remind me of the hover chair mechanic thing that Hasbro is doing lately. You know, it harkens back to the Legendary Riders series that Toy Biz did. So this is sick. I love that they're doing more out there figures that are above the traditional $25 mark. That you can have, you know, it's like an ultimate figure. You have a bunch of accessories to go with it. But no, this Professor Xavier is sick on its own. And here he is without the sperm helmet cerebro thing. Look at it. That is fundamentally Charles Xavier. There he is. Looking fresh. And what's cool about this green suit is you can have that Norman Osborn head on it from the Green Goblin. I don't have that figure, but you can if you want to. And here's the old Toy Biz Professor Xavier in comparison to the newer Hasbro Professor Xavier. Definitely triumphs over that one. This one is still a nice addition to my collection. And it was crazy of Toy Biz to give us this much articulation in this old figure that all he really needs to do is just sit in a chair. And it was crazy standing this guy up because of the sculpt made him look so janky because of those articulation points. But nevertheless, I love that I have both. And let's check out if this cerebro thing fits on old Xavier. And there you go. It does fit on him. It is a bit mad loose, but nevertheless, you can make it work. This Xavier obviously would have worked on another wheelchair as well. So there you go, a little comparison for you. I also picked up this thing from my local comic book store. Shout out to them. Thank you so much. This is the old Toy Biz thing from, I think, some random Fantastic Four 4-pack. And it has its charm, it holds up. But, you know, above all else, the Hasbro one is 100 times better. Here's the Hasbro one compared to the old Toy Biz one. And this one is way more magnificent in any way possible. Here is those two compared to Burger King. Now, obviously, this one's the best. I mean, come on now. How can you beat this? Love to see it. Here's movie thing from 2004 starring Michael Chiklis. It's a lot of things here, man. And it's sound activated. It's Cloudburn time, baby. So that's version 1. Here's version 2. So there you go. Thing Party. Toy Biz finest. May I add? With a gimmick that doesn't even really work. So, oh no, there it is. There's his jacking off gimmick. So I originally got 2 of these figures because I wanted to display both options of her in the lab coat and with just the red clothes on, the dress. But I don't know, I'm considering not doing that because I just like it mint on card. That being said, I will showcase her in her variety of looks. So here's look number 1. Looking fresh, with the glasses, looking like Velma. Everyone says that. I like it with the scarf, with the lab coat. I don't know. The heels are cool. Typical articulation of it. But I love that Hasbro is doing swappable arms now. So let's see look number 2. Here's an additional look on how you can display her. The arms pop off very easily, and as well as the head. Still looks cool. What does she look like with the alternate head, which is this, by the way? See that? In my opinion, this head is better, but this ain't too shabby either. It's just that the lipstick is kind of like not placed on properly because there's like a sculpt of the line of the mouth isn't spot on with what the lipstick is going for there. But let's see how it looks. Alright, pretty cool. But again, the lipstick kind of bothers me. She looks like a drag street hooker in the red light district. But there she is, Moira. Here Moira is next to a figure of her stature. Here's Gwen Stacy. Now I'm curious if you could do some modifications, if you could swap parts. So let's have some fun with it. If you have the Gwen Stacy figure, this works out pretty well. The hands are swappable as well. And Gwen was never really, her color was never really red. But it still works. Her in a lab coat just makes sense. So, pretty cool. This is Gwen in just the red outfit. Looks cool. The neck was a bit long, so the scarf does help to conceal it a bit. And then this is Moira with the hat on Gwen's body. So there's a plethora of options you could do. You could mix match head sculpts and whatever and whatnot. At the end of the day, I highly recommend that you get both of these actually. Yep, everyone, that's right. I just got the Winter Soldier, courtesy of Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. Thank you. Did I overpay? Maybe, perhaps. But I needed him in the collection, and he's going for more than what I paid for online. So, without further ado, let's open him up. Okay, Bucky right here. Pretty cool, with basic figure. It has the standard Marvel Legends articulation and joints. It's pretty tight as of right now. And it is the good version Bucky, not the Russian Star one. There you go, that's Bucky. And yeah, I wouldn't have made this figure anyway else. It's pretty identical. It would have been nice to have alternate heads, like a short hair version. But it's cool nonetheless. And here he is compared to an old Toy Biz Captain America, Steve Rogers himself. He towers over him. And here he is, next to Return of Marvel Legends 2012. The figure that started it all for me to collect the Marvel Legends line, Bucky Cap. And they hold up together. Well, they're the same person, but let's see if the head swap works. Just as I imagine. Too big for the body, unfortunately. Perhaps Hasbro will do another Bucky Cap, slightly larger. Okay, Sergeant James Buchanan Barnes, looking cool with the shield. Honestly, the Toy Biz shield is still the best to me. Yeah, he looks fresh. Nothing to really be said about this figure. I love the star here. It's weird that they keep doing this, Hasbro, where you can't remove the gun. But this is cool. Nice. Yeah, again, pretty basic. I love the paintbrush effect on the blue vest. The face looks good. Overall, quality figure. You need it in the collection if you like Captain America. There you go. Also went to Target a couple weeks ago. Picked up Shang Chi. I'm not sure if I want to collect the other characters. Maybe my opinion will change when I watch the movie. But here is Simu looking fresh, dog. Looks cool. I have no intention to finish this Build-A-Figure. But he, himself, would go very well in my MCU collection. And here is your Kim's Convenience action figure. Straight out of the box. Smelling strong, like plastic paint. I love the shoes. They're pretty slick. The articulation is nice for this. I feel like the quality is getting better in the New Age Marvel Legends. There you go. His face is spot on to Simu, although he should have came with alternate heads, because this is pretty like bland generic face. I wish he came with like an angry face or happy face, you know. Here's this bow staff thing. Not sure. We have to see the movie to find out what's going on. But the trailer was hype. I love the red and the line work going on there. The sculpt, very cool. You know, overall, again, pretty generic, but it was pretty cool to get this. And it came with some additional hands, including this stylized hand. And then, you know, generic open hands and a fist and whatever. But there you go. Hey, what's up? Here's Shang Chi next to his other MCU Marvel cast members. He fits in very well. I'm super glad to have him. Can't wait for the movie. Okay, I'm now going to open that Venom. What's up? Yo, this movie was actually like pretty interesting and generic all at the same time. But I am hyped for Venom 2. Can't wait for that. Failed reporter Eddie Brock is hijacked by an alien entity that takes a liking to Earth and decides to protect it. I loved how funny, unpredictably funny this movie was. The bond between Venom and Eddie Brock was not something I was expecting to be that hilarious, and it feels like they're really honing in on that for the sequel. Also, to anyone that watched that movie Upgrade, basically the same movie, but I loved it anyway. I had no intention of ever buying this figure until he started appearing on everyone's top 10 of the year list for 2020. And I gotta say, I'm pretty happy to receive it. Thank you, Big Bad Toy Store. It's a really weird random one-off movie that's not even, maybe not yet, connected to the MCU. So that's maybe not why I wanted to not get it, you know? But on its own, the figure itself is pretty cool to have. Even though that the feet are weird and there's no traditional Spider-Man logo there per se. In it of itself, it's a cool piece of memorabilia from a, you know, pretty interesting movie. This figure also comes with fist hands right there and there, and an additional head. Pretty cool. Kind of reminiscent of the Todd McFarlane design, or J. Scott Campbell, whatever. But the tongue, I love the tongue. I love it when any good Venom figure has a cool looking tongue. And I kind of dig the weird like thunder lightning effect going on to stimulate the weird design that Venom usually has with the black and white. They work their way around not having Spider-Man as a character into that design. But overall, the rest of the figure is just black and pink. And the articulation is pretty solid for this guy. I do wish the head moved more up, but you can like put it on like a half note in between the joint and the ball peg. See, so it's kind of just loose there, but if you just like snap it on, there you go. So the range of motion on the head is kind of limited, but overall, figure is cool. This is Eddie Brock in his other head sculpt, and to me, it's kind of small and it looks kind of weird, although I do like that it was a choice. I don't see many people putting this head on in favor of this cooler one, but there he is, and a little comparison, here he is next to a Marvel Select. Still one of the best Venom figures we have, and in addition to that, there is the recent Ultimate figure that Hasbro has done of Comic Venom. But there you go. I love that I got this. So in conclusion, as a figure itself, it's very cool. Well worth the retail price that it came for. I love it. It's kind of hard to track down now, but I see it coming more of a resurgence nowadays. But I love it personally, and even if you didn't like the movie or whatever, if you just like cool action figures, check this one out. That's right, if you just watched that, I just picked up at my local JCPenney Malekeith, everyone's fan and favorite villain from Thor to Dark World, on full display. I also picked up this less than average figure. I'm not going to display her with this stupid thing in the back. Songbird. I like the character. Figure's kind of like weak. It's really dumb of Hasbro at the time to only give us these hands on her and nothing else. But if you've been collecting for a long time, you could probably find alternatives. That being said, pretty bland generic face as well. Probably do some head swapping there. Kitbash this thing. Maybe you'll get a good Songbird out of it. This thing looks like a toy. I mean, it is a toy. But at the end of the day, I need it to look better than it is right now. Yo, okay. Huge shout out to my parents for randomly getting me this. So, I'm glad I have this. Ages 3 and up. No, but seriously, it's pretty cool to get this. I'm not going to open it. There's no point. It's a cool display piece. If you're a big Spider-Man fan, get this for your kids. I also picked up at my local, get this, Cracker Barrel Slinky Dog. So we're going to open this, the 75th anniversary of Slinky. And then to end the video with a banger, we'll open up the man himself, Thanos. So everyone, if you stayed this long, thank you so much for stopping by. Let's continue. Okay, guys and girls, here's your first hand look at Slinky Dog. Ta-da! Oh shit, he's huge. A lot bigger than I thought. Okay, yeah, look at him. He is the actual Slinky Dog, even though he does look like the one from Toy Story. At least I think so. He's modeled after the original and not licensed by Disney. But let's open him up. Okay, good old Slinky Dog here comes with a leash and the mechanism that allows him to be a Slinky. And look at that. Like a real looking dog, if dogs look like that. You can have him sit. Looking fresh, dog. I love these ears. Pretty cool. Has a very homely effect, this toy. I'm impressed by the size of it, to be honest. It was worth like 20, and I thought it would be like this little thing. I only bought it really to like fit in with my Toy Story toy collection. But nevertheless, he does come with a certificate of authenticity. Collector's Edition, Slinky, 75th anniversary. Recreated, authentic detail down to his quirky leash. Oh, originally placed on the chest. 1953. Shorter to comply with federal safety regulations. Well, let's compare him to some Toy Story figures. Okay, here's the final result of Slinky with a bunch of Toy Story characters. He is not, at least I think not, the official Disney licensed Slinky, but he fits in very well. Okay, the Woody, Buzz, Rex, even though he is bigger and it's not the scale, glad I got it. So, I dig it. One last thing I should note as these things fall. This Slinky, the bottom of it comes with wheels, so it moves in very well. Anyways, that's Slinky. And as promised, we will end the video strong with one last figure to open. Not opening him, but it's gonna be Thanos, baby. Let's get it. Boom. Alright, let's open up the Mad Titan himself. The Mad Titan Thanos seizes control of the hollowed Infinity Gauntlet and wields near omnipotent power. Who can stop this vicious new overlord? Figure does not come with death, but he does come with himself, obviously. And a little beard head and a snapping hand to make the blip happen. This is Thanos out of the box, and below the initial plastic clamshell comes a little interesting display piece if you were so inclined to display him on a chair of some sorts. But obviously this is just background, it wouldn't really work. unless you incorporate it in a clever manner. But here he is. Let's investigate further. Here's the Mad Titan in all of his glory. I say this is a must-have for Marvel Legends collectors. It's affordable for the price that it is. It's easily accessible. And it comes with, an additional head and 2 hands. Here he is. And the articulation is good, but the range of motion on the elbow is much to be desired. Other than that, it works perfectly well. And the paint is pretty good. I know people complain about the marbleized effect going on, and I do too for most figures. But for this, it's Thanos, it works. It's almost as if it's like some sort of magic clothing, since he is an alien and otherworldly. It tends to work for characters like that. Same thing with M.O.D.O.K over there. Perhaps they could have done something different with the hover chair for Professor Xavier, though. But Thanos, in and of itself, good figure. If you were lucky enough to get the Marvel Select Thanos, here is the accessory he comes with, Death. And speaking of the Marvel Select Thanos, here he is right there. So a little size comparison, the Select, the new Marvel Legends one, and the Select accessory. These two pair very well together. Take a look at Thanos' alternate head. I like it. The beard looks good and the facial expression looks cool, but I don't know, something about this throws me off. It looks very plastic, and I know it is plastic, but I wish they did a different material for that crown looking thing. And here he is also with his snapping hand. Very easy to attach these. But there's your overall look at Thanos, the Mad Titan, in all of his wonderful glory. And I think this head sculpt came as a Build-A-Figure piece with Spider-Woman. So let's take a look if that works. It sort of works, but not really. It's a bit small and the clash of paint does not match. This is more for dark blue, while this is lighter. And, overall, again, I wish this elbow bended more, because look, this Select one actually has a better bend. Still not the best, but it's better than this. This should have opted more for a double jointed elbow. But here he is. Well, there you have it, folks. The video's done. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Consider subscribing, giving a like. Here's all the crap I collected for this video's toy haul. The real star of the video was M.O.D.O.K, let's be honest here. But we collected all this stuff, a plethora of figures, for our enjoyment today. ACBA, you already know the drill. Hey, if this video reaches 10 likes, then I will post my favorite head swaps, kit bashes, modifications for Marvel Legends. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Goodbye.